I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is PsycHacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the subject of today's short talk is Love is Abundant. This is also something that I discuss over and over again with my clients. A lot of people stay in less than satisfying relationships or even destructive or abusive relationships because of their scarcity mentality, which is basically like, hey, this is a problematic relationship, and yet it might be the best relationship I've been able to get up until this point in time. I remember how difficult it was to even get this flawed relationship. Isn't this flawed relationship better than no relationship at all? Well, that's not always true, actually. Sometimes being in a bad or mediocre relationship provides an opportunity cost that prevents you from getting into a better, more rewarding relationship. There's that. But the issue here is that there's a scarcity mentality, which is that love is a rare, precious, unusual element like uranium, and it's something that has great value, and we don't just throw it away when it like uranium when it burns us. And what I'd like to suggest is that love, particularly between people in a romantic relationship, is very abundant. Love is extremely common, and it's something that evolves and develops along very predictable lines. It's also an experience that you can have with literally millions and millions of other people on this planet. If you take two people and you repeatedly see each other once or twice a week for a few months, if you throw in regular sexual contact, I don't care what your intentions were, that you're just going to keep it casual, that you don't want to catch feelings. If you spend time with somebody over and over and over again, and you throw in sexual intimacy, it's inevitable that you will become emotionally involved with that person. It happens whether you want to or not. Now, some people might deny that, and they might resist it, or they might take action in the relationship, in the structured relationship, to prevent it from flourishing. However, that's it. It's like that emotional attachment that you have to somebody is largely familiarity plus intimacy, and that's something that you can literally have with almost anybody on the planet who's willing to show up and reciprocate in that way. This, of course, means that one, it's important to be intentional about who you decide to spend your time with, because it's inevitable that emotional bonds will develop just through repetition and exposure. But it also means that you don't need to be so protective about letting go of something that's no longer serving. It doesn't even have to be bad. Maybe just you want something different, or this isn't the direction that you want your life to go in at a current moment. To know that there are plenty of other people in the world. I can spend time with them. I can open myself up emotionally and witness the emotional opening of the other person. And if you do that, you mix it up, you bake for 4 to 6 months, and that's what you're going to get. Very common. Love is very common. All right. Thank you for listening. We'll talk more in future episodes. Please like and subscribe.